Hey everyone, this is your weekly Seattle Market Watch. My name is Brennan Klaus and I am your favorite Seattle area realtor. We are gonna start and dive right into the numbers this week of what is going on with the mortgage interest rates. So lots of volatility. What happened yesterday is that inflation data came in. Basically, inflation data is one of the most basic inputs for the bond market, and bonds dictate the movement of the interest rate. And so if you see higher inflation, that means you're probably going to see higher rates. Lower inflation, you're probably going to see lower rates. The inflation data came out yesterday on Wednesday, and it was much lower than the market anticipated. And so the bonds improved. So that brought the interest rate down just slightly. As of today, that interest rate is at 6.85%. That's down about 0.04. That's for a 30-year fixed. For the 15-year fixed, it's at 6.14%. That's down 0.06 from yesterday. And then for the 30-year FHA and 30-year VA, those are at 6.39 and 6.4 respectively. So we are seeing some continued volatility here. Those are the rates today. On June 9th, they were at 6.91 for the 30-year fixed. And if you look back to even, let's see, June 2nd, they were at 6.93. So they have dropped considerably over the past 2 weeks, which is good news for buyers. I talk about this every week. When buyers have lower rates, they can often get more home. So they can often go for a higher priced home because the interest rate is a bit lower, so they can afford more in their monthly payment if they have that lower interest rate. So that's a really good thing for the buyers in the market, and it can spur some activity. I personally have seen a little bit more buyer activity in the past 2 weeks than I've seen for the past about 2 months. Ever since the tariffs were announced, it definitely has made buyers a little more cautious. In Seattle, we have a lot of new listings on the market. We're at kind of, I believe, like a 15-year high for the number of new listings coming into the market. So not all listings total, but number of new listings coming onto the market, which is really great for buyers right now. If you are a buyer and you've been thinking about purchasing a home and been waiting on the sidelines, now is really a great time to get in. There's a lot of ways that you can negotiate with sellers in the current market because sellers have so much competition. If you are thinking about selling in the market, it's really important that you understand your competition, what's going on in the market, how to price appropriately, and that it may take you a little bit longer to sell in this market. Just this week, we had a listing go on the market that in the past would have had multiple offers after just a week on the market and didn't get any offers on that day. So now we are looking at offers as they come in from different buyers. So that's definitely a shift in the market that we've seen and something that is very different. Now, when we look at the past 7 days in terms of the number of condo listings, we are down 6 from the prior 7 days. So 208 condo listings came onto the market in the last 7 days. We're down 35 in the number of under contract. So 192 went under contract this week. And then the number sold is down 29. So we saw 106 closed or sold. That's for the condo market. That number 208 of new listings is still pretty high for the condo market in a given 7-day period. As far as the number of new listings for residential, so townhomes and single family homes, we saw a drop this week of 59. So we saw 641 homes listed this week in the past 7 days. So that exceeds the number of new listings. So there are buyers out there purchasing, taking up some of the inventory that is being listed, but we still have a surplus of inventory right now. Number of sold listings and closed down 37 at 439. So 641 new residential listings coming on the market and 208 condo listings. That's still a good significant amount. Probably the peak of where we will be for the year in terms of number of new listings hitting the market in any given 7 days. So what does this mean for you if you're a buyer? If you're a buyer, you have a lot of options. Make sure you understand exactly how you can negotiate with a seller. And if you have questions about that, we're always happy to do a free strategy session. If you are a seller, it's important, more important than ever. It's been important this whole week that you make sure that you understand your competition, how you're going to stand out from that competition, and that you're doing everything in your power to make your home really shine so that buyers are attracted to it and come and tour it. So if you are a buyer or a seller and you're thinking about starting the process and you want to chat for free, we offer a free consultation. Just text or email and we'll talk about your goals and your strategy and get you set up for success. Whether you're thinking of buying in the next 2 months or the next 2 years, we're here to help. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again next week for the Seattle Market Watch.